Hi there, my name is Arielle Shipe, and you might know me from Instagram, but regardless, I'm really happy to be here on YouTube sharing a little bit about just a deeper view. So one of the main reasons that I wanted to create a YouTube channel versus just working with my Instagram is that I felt like sometimes, as much as I love Instagram and I love looking at all the beautiful pictures, I find that a lot of times it paints an unrealistic view of what people's lives are like and, you know, what they're going through. And I think it, you know, as viewers, we might sit there and think like, oh, everything in that person's life is so great, and, you know, they couldn't be going through any struggles or anything like that. And so that was really one of the main reasons I made this. And so for this Mindset Monday, I want to give you guys kind of a peek into an insecurity that I've been dealing with for a while. I am gonna take you along with me on my day today. It was actually, you know, what happened earlier, but you'll see it next. So I am going to go meet a friend just for like I was gonna say for coffee. I don't really drink coffee. I'll get like a chai or a tea or something like that. But I was deciding on leaving my house of whether I was going to put any makeup on or not. I mean, honestly, I don't really wear a lot of makeup. I don't have any on right now. My eyelashes are extensions. I just got them. I can do a video on those another day if you guys are interested. But for me, that was really the only makeup I was wearing was mascara, because it gave my eyes a little bit more pop. And so now with the extensions, I just don't wear anything. But it's funny because now that I'm filming a lot of my life, I'm like almost more tempted to put on a little bit of makeup, because I'm like, you know, I know my skin isn't perfect. It's mostly a bunch of scarring, and it's so funny that after all of these years and all this work and how much it's improved, I'll show you a video or a picture of what it looked like. And that was, you know, not at its worst. I mean, it's so much better. But it's crazy how much, you know, I still think about it, and something that I'm really working on. And I know that I'm not alone. I know so many women struggle with their skin in multiple different ways. And, you know, scarring, it's a part of my story. And I hope that by sharing it and by being transparent with you guys, that I can maybe inspire some of you to know that you don't have to be perfect. Your skin doesn't have to be perfect to like leave your house or anything like that. And if you feel more comfortable wearing makeup, I'm not shaming you. That's totally fine. Like I said, I thought about it just now, but I'm gonna head out and have a little lunch with a friend. Okay, so I almost never drive in the like summertime, the spring, the fall, because traffic going into Aspen is actually like surprisingly really bad. So I always ride my bike, but I did a really big hike yesterday and I'm a little bit sore. So while I'm sitting in traffic, I thought I would just, you know, talk to you guys a little bit about some thoughts I was just having of some of the things that have really helped me over the years start to deal with just like self-consciousness and everything like that. And I was thinking about it because, you know, right now I'm going to have a little like tea with a friend, and when my skin was at its worst, I really isolated myself. You know, I like was always like not available. I never went out to meet people. And you know, honestly, I haven't been a fan, like it hasn't resonated with me to do a bunch of partying in the last couple of years, and I don't have any problem with it. I think everybody should do what's right for them. But it just hasn't felt right for me for a while, and I think I used that as an excuse, but in reality, I was hiding, and it's so different now. Like I showed you guys, you know, my skin isn't perfect. I have tons of scarring. I actually don't, my skin itself is actually not that bad. Like I only get maybe like 1 or 2 new zits a week. I used to have like, I mean, you know, full on cystic acne. So it's a big difference. And I definitely want to share with you guys a lot of the things that have helped me along the way. And as I continue to refine that and figure out what works for scarring and everything, I'll share that with you. But something I think is really important is not letting how you look hold you back. You know, I found at some point that I just wanted to live my life, and that I wasn't going to be defined by what was going on in my face. And it's so funny because if you scroll back far in my Instagram, you'll see that almost all of the pictures of me, I'm like looking away or not looking at the camera. There's very few where I'm actually like, you know, looking dead on. And it's because I was embarrassed about my skin. I had a lot of like, you know, I had really bad acne going on, and that was like my first steps for me. And, you know, I think now I'm trying to get really comfortable and okay with showing myself completely, but that was a great place to start. So it's kind of like a hot day, and I was thinking about getting a chai, but then I got a $7 watermelon juice, so I'm gonna savor every sip of it. But that does look pretty freaking good.
The chai is gonna be delicious. I'm just pretending it's colder than it is.
Okay, so what was, like growing up, what was a big insecurity of yours that held you back from doing stuff?
Definitely more of like wearing certain clothes because of my legs. I just have really bad cellulite, and that was always a big insecurity for me, and kind of still is sometimes, so.
And what, did it, like as you got older, like did anything shift where you feel more confident, where you're like, I don't give an F, like this is my body, I'm gonna do whatever?
Yeah, well, I learned that, well, it's like the strongest part of my body for me because I'm such an athlete. And my skiing really helped me kind of overcome that because I'm such a strong skier, and like those athletics and those abilities kind of made me realize that it doesn't have to do with necessarily your legs being fat. It's just something that kind of comes with, I don't know, the territory, I guess.
And I'll just chime in by saying that she is a super badass skier. So I give my friend a lot of credit for sharing because I kind of just sprung it on her, but I just wanted, you know, I wanted everybody to know that they're not alone. When we were sitting there, I asked a couple of women next to us, you know, their journey through life, and they told us their challenges that they've worked through, and everybody's story is a little bit different, but really, you know, what they were sharing was how they were able to get to the other side was by not caring so much about what other people think, and just by getting out and doing what they want to do, and not letting that there be, you know, letting their skin or their gender or their education or any other part of their body or anything hold them back from following their dreams. And you know, this whole you know, last week or two that I started this YouTube, I've been doing a whole bunch of editing, and something that you guys probably don't know about me is that when I was a competitive snowboarder back in high school, again, it was not like very good, but I loved we'd like film ourselves hitting all the jumps and the rails and everything like that, and then we would take all that footage, and I loved making edits. One of my friends and I actually won a video contest. We won free ski passes one year for creating this like safety video for the resort. And I just loved it, and I don't know what shifted. You know, I thought I was gonna do a lot of things. There were a lot of career things I was interested in, but doing video editing was definitely one of them. I was tempted to go to college for it, but then I like got real. You know, I was like, oh, that's, you know, that's not responsible, or whatever excuse it was, and I decided to go get a business degree instead. And I don't regret what I did. I'm grateful for everything that brought me here, but as I was editing all of this footage, I realized how much I love doing this. And you know, there's a couple of things that have held me back from doing this sooner, you know, and the main thing really has been my skin, because I was scared that, you know, you see so many people on YouTube, and I follow so many people, and I love them. They're amazing, and they inspire me every day. But pretty much everyone I follow on YouTube has like flawless skin, or they've like, I don't know, maybe they've mastered the art of some sort of filter, but I relate to them, and I'm excited by their stories, and a lot of them have come through so much. But they're already on the other side, and I kept thinking to myself that I had to be on the other side of this particular struggle before I could sit in front of this camera and share with you and talk to you. But what I'm realizing as I get into this is like, I love creating, I love editing, and I love sharing and helping other people. And you know, my life isn't perfect, but I have come through, I would say I've walked through a couple of fires, and every single step along the way, I feel stronger, I feel brighter. And so I just want you to know that if you're going through something, you've got this. Keep going. And if there's something holding you back that's just in your head, or that's, you know, that's not really a limitation, that it feels like it, or you don't want to do something because you're scared you might be judged or anything like that, just know that, you know, I think of how far my Instagram has, you know, how much my Instagram has grown in the last year. And I can only imagine, like, if I would have started this YouTube, you know, a year ago, 2 years ago, when I really had those thoughts percolating, where it would all be. And, you know, it doesn't matter now. It doesn't really matter now what could have been or what should have been, because that's not so much the point. But the point is, you have the opportunity to start right now. There's really nothing holding you back. It might feel like it, but there's not. So if there's something on your mind, on your heart, that you're like, oh, I want to do this, do it. Regardless of what people might think, regardless of how many people might see it. You know, I'm just starting this YouTube, it's small. I could be making videos for people where I'm only getting 20 views, I don't know, but that's okay, because I love creating. So whatever it is for you, go out there, do it. If you're looking for a sign, let this be it. And thank you so much if you somehow made your way over to this channel and you're still here at the end of this video watching. I am so, so, so grateful, and I can't wait to keep sharing more and more of this journey with you guys, and continue to give you like the tips and tricks to be strong and everything along the way.